A woman who hadn't eaten in 10 days was ravenously devouring a freshly delivered hamburger, but soon, she fainted. It turned out the delivery man, John, was a thief. He'd added a sedative to Lucy's takeout. John then moved Lucy to her bed, where he suddenly noticed the scars on her legs. Assuming they were just accidental injuries, he brushed it off and went on to find a pile of jewelry in her closet. Just as John was happily hauling the loot away, Lucy's husband Jim burst in, shouting her name. Panicked, John quickly cooked up a plan. He pretended to be Lucy's lover and demanded to know why Jim was in his girlfriend's house. Jim flew into a rage, declaring it was his house and Lucy was his wife. John played along, feigning shock at being tricked by Lucy. Enraged, Jim stormed over to the bed, stared at the unconscious Lucy, and pulled out his belt. John, who'd been about to flee, was horrified by the scene. He didn't want to get involved, but as he headed downstairs, the sound of whipping from above stopped him. He turned back, still posing as Lucy's boyfriend, and said he needed to talk to Jim. John poured Jim a drink, slipping a sedative into it, and soon Jim was unconscious too. But just as John was about to leave, 2 police officers appeared at the door. He was arrested for burglary. Jim immediately claimed he'd misunderstood his wife, but John spoke up, accusing Jim of long-term domestic violence against Lucy, and pointing to the scars on her legs as proof. Jim fired back, falsely accusing John of being the abuser, and pressured Lucy to testify against him. Terrified of Jim, Lucy reluctantly lied, pinning the blame on John. Afterward, though, Jim discovered Lucy had secretly ordered the hamburger. Furious that she'd eaten high-calorie food, he moved to punish her. But at that moment, a group of police officers burst in. It turned out John, before being taken away, had slipped a phone to Lucy, and every word of their conversation had been heard by the police. In the end, Jim, the abuser, was arrested.